than anyone else that I know, that is sleeping. And not just the process of sleeping, not just the length of sleeping, it's actually getting to sleep. I can, without a doubt, near enough any situation I get in, every evening, I can get to sleep within 5 minutes max. And there's a few steps and a few different things that I do, but basically what I want to do is I want to teach you how to do it. Because I know there's people out there that try and go to sleep and they sit there and then they're overthinking and they lay there for like an hour and then they go on the phone and then they just, it's like 3 a.m. when they're going to sleep. So it's, you know what I mean? So basically I'm going to lay down a few rules, a few conditions that I follow, and I'm just going to show you how I literally go to sleep in 5 minutes. Simple as that. So starting off, same sleep time. Essentially, I follow the same routine 95% of the time. I fall asleep at the same time, which is near enough 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. till about 4 a.m. As the year goes on, I lengthen it. So like, for example, next month, it'll be like 8:30, well, 4:30. And obviously this changes if I'm like going on holiday or something like that. But for the most part, when I'm in my like standard routine, 8 hours sleep every night, going to sleep at the exact same time. I mean, obviously there'll be situations like, for example, like next Friday, I'm heading over to Manchester with a few friends, so I'll be going to bed later on. Odd occasions like that don't matter because you soon come back to your usual routine. So that's one thing. 8 hours sleep, go to sleep, same amount of time, same time every night. Now, I said 8 hours sleep. I've found after years of doing this that 8 hours sleep is like optimal for me. If I have like 7.5 hours sleep or 7 hours sleep, it just don't work well for me. Anything over that, anything over 8 hours, 8.5 hours, it's just not needed. So 8 hours is the sweet spot for me. So essentially, no screens 30 minutes before I go to sleep, right? And so that includes computer screens, that includes phone, TV. Do you know what I mean? So as you saw there, it's 1924, which means I'm going to finish this video up and then I'm going to come off my computer, have some downtime, and yeah. So essentially that's what I do. I also work a physical job. So by the time I get to bed, I am tired and ready for sleep. So most of the time I go to the gym in the morning. So I do like an hour gym session in the morning. Then I do like an 8-hour work day, physical. So that's like 9 hours there. And then when I get home, I'll eat and then I'll do like either some like YouTube stuff or some like business stuff. So essentially I'm working a lot of the time, like physically or mentally. So by the time it gets around to 8 p.m, I'm ready to shut off and go to sleep. And then I get my 8 hours and I'm waking up feeling good. So yeah. Also, no caffeine before you go to bed. Now, I still haven't worked out the perfect spot because 2 to 3 hours before, like I find it taking like 10 minutes to go to sleep, or sometimes 15 instead of 5, based on caffeine. Currently got a decaf coffee right now because I'm not doing like full on coffee like for the rest of this month. I'm fully on decaf, so I've got a decaf coffee. I mean, I think it has a little bit of caffeine, but not enough to like, you know, alter anything. So yeah, no caffeine. So that's coffee or like fizzy drinks or anything like that. There has to be 2 conditions that I follow, and that is it has to be dark. So like pretty much pitch blacks. I've got like blackout blinds here and in my bedroom. Blackout blinds, and then I have curtains as well, so it's dark in the room. Okay, and also quiet, silence. Now, it's not often. When I'm at home, I don't use any sort of earplugs or anything like that because the house is quiet. It's just me and my girlfriend, so you know we're both going to sleep at near enough same time, and then we're both asleep, and so it's not loud. So yeah, dark and quiet. I currently This is just like an added thing, and this doesn't affect it. If anything, it probably makes it harder. I'm currently, for the last like year, I've been doing the mewing thing, the putting tape, medical tape over your mouth as you sleep. I wouldn't say this helps you sleep. This is just more for the added like purpose of doing the mewing thing, because you get 8 hours of breathing through your nose, so you know it alters you. You get the. I'll go into that more in another video, but I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're trying to fall asleep fast. I just find if you just breathe normally, it just helps. And I feel like so now that we've got all the conditions, this is what I do when I get to bed. Okay, get into bed, dark room, silence, and then simply what you want to do is you just want to lay on your pillow. A lot of the time I start on my side, and then I try and finish like when I'm like getting to the tired spot, try and end up on my back. So obviously, because I think it's the best sleeping condition on your back, even though it feels better on your side. Like back is meant to be good for your whole like spine and stuff like that. What you have to do is literally, I mean, I physically say this and mentally say it in my head. I go, oh my God, I'm so tired. Like it sounds cringe to say, but like you almost like you are, instead of just thinking it, you're literally telling your mind, oh my God, I'm so tired. And you say it, you like draw your voice out as well. Oh my God, I'm so tired. You know what I mean? Right? So no energy, dead. So your brain's in, I don't know if this is just me. This is just what I do, and it just seems to work. I don't know if there's any science behind this. So I do that, and then what I do is my normal breathing rate, I like over the space of a minute, like slow it down. So instead of breathing like, basically just slow it down. Draw your breaths out longer, and just gradually do it. I'm near enough by the time I get to the like drawn out breaths at the bottom, like a minute in or whatever. Just a couple minutes later doing that, and yeah, fast asleep. That's the last thing I remember. Like I do that sequence, and then like a minute later I'm just gone. It can be like 2 minutes some nights. It's crazy. So that is essentially what I do. Now I want you to go and try this tonight if you're having trouble sleeping. But one thing I would say is probably two things actually, like kind of like a disclaimer. So for one, I meditate daily. I know it sounds stupid, but I meditate when I do my plunge pool in the morning. I close my eyes and I try and focus on my breathing. I do that for 3 minutes. And also at a second period of time in the day, I do another 3 minutes. So I do 6 minutes of meditating every day, split. So that obviously helps with your thoughts. So you know how people lay in bed and they overthink stuff, and they're just like the brain's jumping from one thing to another. That you can kind of like get rid of that. If you know what I mean, you can like kind of control your mind a little bit better. So there's that, and also I've been doing this, like I can't remember a time in my life where I've struggled to sleep ever since I started doing this. So I feel like it's gradually come on, and I've had years of doing this. So like I think I've just worked it into my own body and worked it into my own brain that this is what happens, and it just happens. Fall to sleep. Like I said, it's 31 minutes past, so it is getting time for my bedtime and no screen time. I want you all to try this, and yeah, hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully it works. Comment if this works, because it'd be cool to like change someone's like sleeping routine and that. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, see you in a bit. Have a good day. Peace.